wagon. Go.
We've all had those moments. 1 second, you're confident, and the next, reality slaps you hard. Or just plain bad luck. Whee! These people made choices and instantly wished they hadn't.
You're right. Brakes. Uh-oh.
Ever wonder what happens when you load cheese into a chocolate fountain? Nothing good. The machine immediately gives up, gears popping off like they refuse to be part of this mess. This guy wanted to be a tough guy with a pigeon of all things, so the universe immediately humbled him. The bird? Unbothered. His dignity? Absolutely destroyed. He just had to touch it. That one simple decision turned him from a museum visitor into a cautionary tale. You know it's bad when security doesn't even have to say anything. Just the sound of shattering regret does all the work. At some point, you have to realize the door just isn't there. First time, honest mistake. Second, unfortunate, but 3 times? That glass should get an award for flawless defense. It's like watching a fly trying to find its way out of your room. Nothing humbles a morning person like physics. This teen starts the day like a Disney protagonist until the roof decides it's the main character. One enthusiastic skip, one painful reality check. Good morning. He clears the jump, but the laws of physics aren't done with him yet. Now he's stuck in a never-ending balance check, looking like a Looney Tunes character on ice. Or maybe he's Michael Jackson reincarnated.
No, I can't. No. Brakes.
Some ideas are bad, and then there's this one. Handing a forklift to a kid ends exactly how you'd expect, with a car getting pierced like a kebab. Uh-oh is never what you want to hear near heavy machinery.
No, Tyler, you're right. Brakes.
It was meant to be a joke. Then his boss took the hit. Now, instead of work, he's got plenty of free time to reflect on his life choices. At least he gets to cash unemployment. He wanted to go viral for a prank. He did, just not in the way he hoped. He went from rawr to, oh God, why? In 0.2 seconds. The way he had to shamefully reverse, knowing he played himself, that's the kind of karma you just have to sit back and enjoy. Instant regret, zero escape.
That you find in the Metroplex area.
Breaking news, panic on live TV. A lizard made an uninvited appearance on the newscaster's shirt, and suddenly, words weren't the priority anymore. Honestly, it's all of us.
God! What is this thing jumping at me for, man?
Cutting your own bangs sounds like a great idea, until you actually do it. One wrong snip, and now uneven chaos. Her face says it all, instant regret. That fall isn't a fall, it's a full cinematic experience. The way he slides perfectly to the mailbox, that's precision. His slippers go one way, his pride goes another, and his drink? Well, that's for the ice now.
Are you okay? Why? Don't do that.
Imagine showing up to commit a crime and arming your victim instead. This man doesn't just lose control, he surrenders it. The second that thing slips, he nopes out of there like his life depends on it, because at that point, it kind of does. He thought he was outsmarting the puddle. This guy approaches the umbrella with all the caution of a bomb squad technician and somehow still detonates the entire table. He was setting up shade, but all he got was shady looks from anyone watching. You know he didn't read the manual on this. Confetti goes inside the balloon, not inside your lungs. The way he immediately regretted that deep breath, that was pain. Good thing he recovered, because this clip will live forever. This wasn't just bad timing, it was a cosmic setup. Right place, wrong activity. And now, an expensive lesson in fireworks safety. And it was all caught on camera, too.
How do I open it? That's not the way.
There's brave, and then there's this level of poor decision-making. Trapped inside with that smell, he basically signed up for his own personal horror movie. You know that car's already on sale.
What's happening? Oh, that's the worst smell I've ever smelled in my life.
Camera's been rolling and ready.
He thought he'd get a hilarious reaction. Instead, they got a soggy one. Because if you blast an air horn at someone making minimum wage, don't be surprised when your entire drink comes flying back at you. Tap, 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 shatter. Just like that, a casual workplace habit turned into a very awkward silence. Try explaining this to the boss. Cats are supposed to be the masters of curiosity, but sometimes it backfires. This orange troublemaker stuck its head in a toy and immediately realized it did not think this through. Typical orange cat. You can see the war happening in real time. He wants to stay strong, but his taste buds just hit DEFCON 1. That's the face of a kid realizing he made a huge mistake. Tinted windows exist for a reason. This girl forgot that while making a whole performance at a parked car, until the window rolled down, and suddenly she's the one frozen in place.
Why did you do this?
He's got that Chihuahua energy, yelling, pointing, ready to square up. But when the other driver actually steps out, his whole soul resets. Suddenly, road rage doesn't seem worth the risk.
Go first.
All right.
You said you were gonna beat me at chess.
Yeah, no. I know. No, watch. G4. Get the bishop out.
I'm just gonna play simple chess. I'm just putting my pawn in the center of the board. Nothing
Okay.
secret.
I move my. She's not gonna see this fucking coming.
Bro set himself up for disaster and didn't even realize it. The confidence, the sheer arrogance, and then checkmate before he even had time to process his mistake. A humbling speed run.
Flat.
He cuts off a car, flips the driver off, and the universe goes, "Watch this!" Straight into a trash can, both literally and metaphorically. At least the driver had a good heart. Breaking in? Easy. Breaking out? Not so much. They force the shop owner to sit, but the second he gets a chance, he's out the door, slamming the shutters shut. Now they're stuck in their own crime scene. In theory, archery looks majestic. In reality, if you don't know what you're doing, physics is about to humble you real fast. Like when the bowstring smacks right into your chest.
My titty.
Gravity has one rule. What goes up must come down. Unfortunately, this guy learns the hard way that a pull-up bar over a staircase is basically a trapdoor to failure. She wanted a shortcut, but took the scenic route to disaster. That wasn't just a bad decision, that was a $5,000 mistake. She hoped for quiet, but the violin didn't. That crash echoed through her soul. He wanted a legendary finish. Instead, he got a lesson in humility, because nothing stings like slowing down right before the finish line, only to watch first place vanish. At least he had good spirits. They broke windows, doors, and probably some laws, but one guy, he didn't even get to run. A security guard snatched him up like he was part of the schedule. Looks like his next stop, trouble. This is the fastest karma ever worked. 1 second, he's triumphantly throwing his drink. Next second, law enforcement is rolling up like a final boss battle. Bet the regret hit before the drink even landed. He rolled up thinking he was the main character. The off-duty cop politely disagreed. Now, instead of winning a fight, he's explaining his life choices to law enforcement.
Dude, your soda's on your car.
Sister warned her, gravity warned her, but no, the drink had to be left on the roof. Now she's wearing a fresh cold reminder of her own choices. Peak sibling moment.
Your soda's on your car.
The ostrich woke up that morning and chose violence, then immediately realized it chose wrong. The elephant didn't even have to try. One casual grab and you can hear the Ellie say, "Let me help you put that head back in the sand." Nature always knows. The second Trump leans in, this eagle does what most people wish they could. It moves in for a warning peck. Call it patriotism, call it self-defense, but either way, that bird understood the assignment. If there's one universal rule in life, it's don't wake up a sleeping wifey. This tiger clearly didn't get the memo, and the tigress wastes zero time reminding him why that was a huge mistake. Even the kid bugs out. He aimed for viral content and got physical consequences instead. There's confidence, and then there's miscalculating physics in the worst way possible. That phone had one mission: to remind him that some ideas should stay in drafts. That cicada didn't move, didn't attack, just screamed. And that was enough. The dog tapped out so fast, you'd think it just uncovered some ancient evil. Forget fight or flight, this was boop and bolt. These dogs had the perfect system. One digs, the other keeps watch. Except neither of them was prepared for the consequences. The way they froze? That was the canine equivalent of act natural. Call it paw shank redemption.
I think we got a garfish, dude.
This man thought he had the catch of the day. Turns out, the catch had him. The way he immediately noped out, that was pure survival instinct. 1 second, it's fishing. Next second, it's self-preservation.
That's a big gator, buddy.
This raccoon just experienced existential crisis in real time. He went from having a treat to questioning reality in under 2 seconds. The true villain here? Science. And now I'm sad. This poor kid just learned 2 life lessons. Sharing is overrated, and 2, parents are ruthless. 1 tiny bite was expected, 1 entire popsicle vanishing in seconds. That's betrayal of the highest order. He was feeling brave until reality hit. And by reality, I mean his very large, very unamused father. That wasn't just a look, that was a life lesson. The dirt may wash off, but the fear, that's staying forever. 1 second, he's channeling his inner rock star. The next, his guitar's crying for help. That flip wasn't just a mistake. It was a catastrophe. Somewhere, a music teacher just felt this happen in their soul.
Make your mind up. Uh-oh!
Oh, he knows he messed up. That tiny little hand signal just bought him a one-way ticket to trouble. The second he realizes she caught it on video, panic mode activated.
Step to the car and take your hands out of your pockets. Take your hands out of your pockets and step up to my car.
Buddy, if the cops tell you to show your hands, just show your hands. Instead, he chooses to play the world's worst game of ignore the warning and wins a full-force takedown as his prize.
Now put your hands behind your back, or you're gonna get
The moment that leg lifts, his fate is sealed. He isn't just sitting there, he's in the splash zone. By the time he processes what's happening, it's too late. That's not just regret, that's instant devastation.
Waka waka, oh, oh.
This starts as a fun TikTok moment and ends as a rescue mission. She's having the time of her life until she realizes she's not getting out. That's not a dance move anymore, that's a furniture-based crisis. Skipping the traffic like a rebel only to land directly in front of the law. One glance at the cop, and you just know this man is mentally rewriting his entire life plan. That regret is palpable. She had so much confidence. She even fought her mom for this. And now she's powering through pure suffering, eating through the tears just to save her dignity. Kids, somehow. If move or be moved was a life lesson, this is the final exam. She stands her ground, but the train stands stronger. The moment she flies out that door, everyone secretly cheers. Public transit justice served. She ignores every warning, assumes she knows best, and then boom, she's folded like a discount beach chair. That's not just regret, that's instant origami. She's lucky this wasn't the real deal. He has so many options but chooses chaos instead. One wrong move and his drinks surrender to gravity. The door wins, his hands defeated. Literally no use crying over spilt milk. Falling asleep in basic training is a bold choice, so is assuming the drill sergeant won't notice. One moment, peaceful dreams. The next, he's being sonically launched back into consciousness. He talked big, he played small. Turns out, challenging a cop to street basketball might not be the flex he thought it was, especially when he gets humbled in front of everyone. He means well, but good intentions don't stop accidents. One wipe, and the Nimco explodes across the table. Now, instead of cleaning, his brother's just collecting regrets. 1 second, he's feeling like a sailor. The next, he's permanently docked. The boat, not moving. The guy who let him drive, instantly questioning his life choices. And that's why I'll never share my boat, if I ever get one. One golden mistake and suddenly he's locked in his own prison. The elevator? Not moving. His dignity? Long gone. By the time he was rescued, his parents had the grounding rules ready. This guy just wanted to share his snack. Instead, he accidentally sent a monkey into a downward spiral, literally. Now he's learning that mama monkeys don't do forgiveness. She imagined a cloud of softness. Reality? A concrete-flavored surprise. Turns out, not all foam pits are made equal. Some are just pits with a tiny bit of foam. Ocean said, "Oh, you want to be dramatic," and tried to yeet her into oblivion. She holds on barely, but let's be real. The regret is gripping her harder than that rock. Dumb, dumb, dumb. A casual golf cart ride takes a sharp turn straight into disaster. This guy let his dad take the wheel and now his car is totaled. Lesson learned, some things should stay on the green, including Grandpa.
He hit your car.
He's on top of the world, bag secured, meal intact, until physics pulls a fast one. His drink escapes, tumbles to the street, and just as hope sparks, a bike crushes it for good measure. Cartoon logic. Mad he can't ride for free, he goes for the petty revenge, splashes water at the train, and the inspector clocks him immediately. No escape, just pure regret and learning actions have consequences. He's way up there, tools in hand, ready to fix things, until the tape takes a freefall. Now it's just him, gravity, and a whole lot of regret that you can feel through the screen. Don't bite the hand that feeds you is a saying for a reason. This owl didn't get the memo, grabbing the guy's actual finger instead of the food. One regretful flinch later, and they're both questioning their choices.
Спасибо.
Stop banging on about politics on Facebook. It really annoys me. I've had to unfriend family members because it's just like, I can't, but please, I need some respite. Can't you just put a picture of your little kid, you know, having an ice cream or something,
exactly
or doing a cartwheel?
Yeah, when someone just keeps going on and on and on, and you just need respite and a break, and you just wish you could defriend them, but you're just forced every day to listen to their views. I know exactly how you feel.
Nothing like accidentally proving your own point. Piers rants about people who won't stop talking, while his co-host mirrors him like a human echo. Congratulations, you played yourself.
Listen to their views. I know exactly how you feel. 12 minutes past 6. Let's have a look at the front page.
Oh, look at my friend's baby.
Oh.
Mom, she's on the...
Some reactions better left unseen. A friend shows off her baby, but before realizing she's on video, the mom's face says it all. No words needed, just pure unfiltered regret. He thought he was showing support. Turns out, one protester wasn't feeling the love.
Why are you...
One brick later, and now he's supporting window repair services instead. Tells you all you need to know about the protesters, though. He tied it up, hit the gas, and boom! Instant regret. The log, still intact. His rear window, not so much. Honestly, it's surprising how he didn't even clock what was going to happen for a second. Oh! One leap, one mistake. The music, unexpectedly aggressive. The cat, not a fan. Immediate exit has been initiated. What's worse than a bad decision? Realizing it too late. This guy thought he was following a cool trend, but the TikToker faked it with tape. Now he's standing there with a half-shaved head and zero dignity.
There's like an actual customer out here. What's the best kind of firework to buy?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
You can actually see his soul leave his body the moment he realizes that was not the answer to give on live TV. The kid got his mic privileges revoked instantly, but the reporter definitely regrets it more.
Feral children this time.
Feral.
They come out, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I like a weather boy.
Yeah, that was a little uncalled for, but, you know, you're supposed to respect your elders.
If there's one universal law, it's that the moment someone starts testing ice durability, they're about to become a human submarine, and he definitely didn't have an escape plan.
Judge Moore has also said that he doesn't think a Muslim member of Congress should be allowed to be in Congress. Why? Under what provision of the Constitution?
Because you have to swear on the Bible. When you are before, I had to do it. I'm an elected official, 3 terms. I had to swear on a Bible. You have to swear on a Bible.
Watching this man realize he's been loudly, confidently, and publicly wrong is a thing of beauty.
You don't actually have to swear on a Christian Bible. You can swear on anything, really. I don't know if you knew that. You can swear on a Jewish Bible.
Oh, no, I swore on the Bible. I've done it 3 times.
I'm sure you have. I'm sure you've picked a Bible, but the law is not that you have to swear on a Christian Bible. That is not the law. You don't know that?
That pause? That's the sound of a career self-destructing in real time. Boy, some folks can be real dumb.
Oh, shoot. Oh, my God.
That slingshot took more than just his stomach. It took his dignity, his teeth, and probably his will to live. Somewhere out there, a pigeon just got an unexpected dental upgrade.
is a nice little putt.
The shot was perfect. The victory? Premature. Tossing the club mid-celebration only to ruin his own game. That's golf's way of saying, humble yourself.
Idea.
What's your name? Zach. You look annoyed that I asked you that. I was like, what's your name? He goes, Zach. Every time I meet a stranger, they always ask the same question. It's like, hello? How many times do I have to answer this? Oh, we're going to a crowd work show? That sounds like fun. No one better asking me your name. What do you do for a living, Zach?
Jokes are fun until you realize you just clowned the guy who could have cast you in a blockbuster. Now, the only screen time he's getting is from watching other people get famous.
All right, now you're lying.
What Zach movie director have you ever heard of?
Zack Snyder?
That's me.
What? Someone pull up IMDb right now. Let me know how big I just up. I could be Robin, right? Right, Zach? Zach. We need a Robin franchise, bud.
The confidence he had when he let it go, and the instant betrayal when it shattered.
Go on.
You can literally see the trust leave his eyes. Unbreakable? More like unguaranteed.
Go on.
Bro was feeling like himself, burning rubber like it was Fast and Furious, until he noticed the badge. That smoke wasn't just from his tires, it was from his dreams burning up.
Ma'am, I'm speaking to you, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm speaking to you. You have to wear your mask the whole entire flight. If you're unable to do so, you will be removed from the flight. Thanks. Okay, you're done. Let's go. You're gonna go. Please, come on. You're done. You're not going to speak to me like that. You have to fly. You agreed to this when you checked into our flight, then you bought your ticket. So I need you to come off the aircraft at this time.
Nothing says main character energy like throwing a tantrum in front of an entire plane, only to end up watching it take off without you. Good luck explaining that one to your boss. The bird said, "Rise and shine, bestie. Time for a makeover," and did not take no for an answer. That tiny hairstylist is booked and busy, whether she likes it or not.
Senator Whitehouse, I will approach every case with an open mind.
Judicial philosophy, fairness, integrity, and a solid Merlot. A legendary slip-up for the books.
Case with an open mind.
He celebrated way too early. Now he's watching half his army disappear in one move. I can't tell if the kid's impressed or in love. Probably a bit of both. One lick, one cough, and now this dog wants a refund. That side-eye says everything. Breaking the phone won't bring back the match, but it will bring instant regret. If the parents won't humble their kids, something else will. That moment when you realize your child isn't just adorable, but also an agent of chaos. The baby pulled the plug like it was her ranked match on the line. That kid, thrilled. The uncle, laughing. Dad, already planning to mysteriously lose that drum set in about a week. He's giving Ben Affleck at the beach energy. Some people struggle with workouts, but this woman had unexpected interference. Just as she's getting into the groove, her pet ferret bursts in, chomps the resistance band, and sends her flying.
Wow, that was shit, weren't they, Dexter? Hey. There you go.